Eddie Stobart is shifting it up a gear.
Away we go then!
All right, game on.
They're already one of the kings of road and rail. But now they're aiming high at their airport in Southend, flying to an ever-growing number of international destinations.
Thank you. Next, please.
They've invested in some brand new state-of-the-art kit.
It's nice to have a bit of new machinery, something that nobody's ever used before.
So they're ready to tackle the toughest missions.
We've got the day from hell in the traffic from hell.
Brave the wildest weather.
I don't like snow.
1 minute there it was clear, and the next minute couldn't see nothing.
And confront colossal challenges.
Mental, this, innit?
Definitely time to keep alert.
Now tell me I can't drive.
The pressure is always on.
Don't know where we are at the moment now.
To keep this iconic company running at full throttle.
We're up against it a little bit at the moment.
Just keep going, fighting through it.
Being in the army was a doddle compared to this.
Coming up, Lancashireman Tim Fox and Yorkshireman Craig Garside go head-to-head in a truck-off.
Oh, he's going for it.
Oh, you sneaky...
Not a chance. He ain't gonna hit Fox with that manoeuvre.
Out of options, tramper Mark Dixon is forced into a tight squeeze.
Telling me that no right turn for HGVs. Don't like this.
It's a 21st century load for the Welsh wizard Ashley Maddox.
Wow, absolutely fantastic bit of kit.
And in the name of art, the spotters are out in force.
First time something of my own work has appeared in a gallery. It's brilliant.
As our planet strives to go green, so does the company. Biomass is one of its fastest growing divisions. Shifting 350,000 tonnes of recycled material a year, the weight of almost 30,000 double-decker buses.
I think it's the best job in the company, personally.
But it's not just the job that 33-year-old tramper Craig Garside is proud of.
I'm from Yorkshire, the biggest county, the best county, and we're generally just great, really.
Today, over 47 tonnes of sawdust needs to be shifted, and it's going to take more than one truck. Joining Craig on the run is 45-year-old Lancashireman Tim Fox.
People think, oh, up north, it's grim up north, and it's not, it's beautiful. God's own country, Lancashire.
And when a Yorkshireman and a Lancashireman are put together, it can mean only one thing: rivalry.
Lancashire County, it's one of them poor relations, bottom of a windy hill.
Today, it's all about educating the youth. It's Yorkshire, so it's going to be a harder job because they're not easy to educate Yorkshire people.
Since the War of the Roses, a bloody battle for the English throne in the 15th century, Yorkshire and Lancashire have been bitter rivals.
Who won in the end? Who got the throne in the end?
But that's debatable, really.
But in modern-day warfare, the truck is mightier than the sword. With county pride at stake, these two rivals are going head-to-head in a battle to be crowned King of the Road.
We're going to show Yorkshire how it's done.
When Tim started driving, he had L plates and an horse and cart.
I know, whatever happens, I'm going to win.
From the Carlisle depot, these truckers will travel 44 miles northwest to a sawmill in Dalbeattie, Scotland, where they'll collect 2 loads of sawdust before they make the 210-mile journey south to Chirk, North Wales, where one will be crowned the winner. This is a battle of wits, not speed. No trucker can exceed a limit of 56 miles per hour.
Now, they're a speed race, obviously, because they won't have it. But it's got to be a thinking race. You've got to think to get ahead.
And Tim certainly has his wits about him.
Sneaky Lancashire.
Ooh, kids.
As he delivers the first blow to take the lead.
Oh, if he wants to play them little games, I'll catch him up in Sawmill anyway.
But as they hit the M6 heading north, Craig isn't letting Tim's small victory knock his pride.
Yorkshire, good-looking fellas found.
What took you? How come you got lost?
I didn't get lost, Tim. I didn't get Tim, I didn't get lost. A dirty little Lancastrian person did a dirty trick, kept me talking.
If you sat there in neutral, mate, I can't help that.
Hey, Tim, if you want to cheat and put little tricks on...
If you sat there in neutral with handbrake on, what can I do about that?
Oh...
Words fail me, I don't...
Oh, I can't see how you can accuse me of anything.
When we're setting off...
Do you ever take a breath?
After travelling 10 miles north, the truckers hit Scotland, and as they approach Dumfries on the A75, there's little between them. Both vehicles are identical in every way. Well, almost.
He's got the more powerful truck. He's got 40 horsepower more than I have. But it's a donkey behind the wheel that's the problem.
The extra horsepower could give Craig an advantage up any hills, but only if there is space to overtake.
Beautiful scenery around here, and what can I see in front of me? Back of Tim Fox's wagon.
Nose to tail, both truckers complete the 44-mile trek to the Scottish sawmill in Dalbeattie. This is the largest single-site sawmill in the UK, covering 56 hectares. That's over 50 full-size football pitches. Every year, this mill turns out 11 million planks of timber. If put end to end, they would circle the earth. But nothing goes to waste. Producing over 75,000 tonnes of sawdust each year, this byproduct is used to make everything from floorboards to cat litter. Before Craig and Tim can load up, they'll have to manually retract their roofs. The first trucker to get theirs open will be the first one to get loaded.
Right, one out.
Whilst Craig makes a charge to his roof straps, Tim seems to have a different battle plan.
Just need to just top my caffeine level up a little bit.
Come on, Tim, you're lagging behind. You haven't even got it out of his cab seat yet. Don't want it all, pal. I'll give you the hand with your rope in a minute. Don't want you busting a gut.
With Tim still on the start line, Craig seizes his opportunity.
One roof open, he hasn't even got his straps off yet.
And as confidence grows, so do the insults.
See, athletes from Yorkshire. That's why most of the Olympians were from Yorkshire. You didn't see any of them Lancastrian hot pot munching people there, did you? They were too busy at burger vans eating pies.
But with Tim taking his eye off the prize,
How's my tan looking?
Hey, it looks all right, Tim. You're looking quite good there.
Craig sees his chance and overtakes.
Oh, hello! We're playing it like that, are we? Hey! But it's all right. It's all right. He thinks he's got one over on me. There's a long way to go yet.
Find out later which trucker is left for dust. Coming up, it's snow joke for Mark Dixon.
When the weather gets really bad, this road closes.
As winter bites.
Stay over there. I don't like snow.
And in the battle of the counties, who dares wins?
He didn't look happy then.
He's like a big fat ninja, isn't he, really? Where did he come from?
"24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year, these trucks run non-stop across the country. The fleet transports 60 million tonnes of goods each year. Whatever the weather.
When everything looks white, it does look quite nice, doesn't it?
And someone who always knows how to keep a cool head under pressure is 36-year-old tramper Mark Dixon.
Come snow, wind, rain, whatever the weather, basically, I just hold on tighter.
It's 7 a.m. and Mark's just left the Carlisle depot.
Red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning. We are due a severe weather warning today.
Snow is forecast across the north of England.
Getting out of Carlisle as quick as I can before it snows.
Mark is travelling 26 miles from Carlisle to Penrith in Cumbria. There, he'll collect 16 pallets of horse bedding from a warehouse. Then it's a 95-mile journey skirting the Yorkshire Dales to a farm in a village just outside of Leeds. After pounding the M6 tarmac for just 30 minutes, Mark arrives at the warehouse in Penrith.
That in there is the stuff we're picking up, but instead of it being loose, it'll be in like bag formation.
The 16 pallets of horse bedding are bagged up and waiting for him.
See the pink one there? That's ours.
To fit his load, Mark is hauling a higher trailer than usual. It's a whopping 4.6 metres tall.
I can see why I needed a high trailer now. It's a bit Baltic, you know, curled.
Luckily, he can turn to his #1 fan.
My night heater's turned on inside my lorry, and the exhaust of my night heater's here. So basically, I've got hot air flowing out on me if I sit here. Hence the fact I'm sat here.
Loaded up, the heat's on. To get to the farm before the bad weather sets in.
We're on it. This whole system's go.
Mark's drop is near Leeds, which is forcing him onto the A66, skirting the Yorkshire Dales. It's a notorious road in winter.
It's renowned for getting quite bad for high winds and snow and all that. Well, I've got a high trailer on today, which obviously doesn't like winds.
Fortunately, Mark's got technology on his side.
When it's like this, I use my phone to keep an eye on the weather, because I try and keep one step ahead of it.
Approaching Appleby, Mark spots the Dales in the distance.
Mountains with snow on, which I don't like snow. Stay over there.
On this section of the A66, there are gates just a few miles ahead of Mark.
When the weather gets really bad, whether it be really windy or the snow sort of thing, them gates shut and this road closes.
They've been closed 4 times already this year.
This could hold me up a little bit. So that's the gates I wanted to get past before the snow comes today. The gritters do such a good job, but there's snow everywhere and this road hasn't got a drop on it.
But up ahead, there's a problem that could drive Mark around the bend.
Just get the heads up of where I'm going, because I know there's a certain way in I've got to go. There's a tight hairpin bend and you can't get a lorry around it. So you've got to go this other way, but the signs tell you not to go down the road.
Mark calls the farmer to double-check his directions.
How we doing, you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
Good, good, good. So I'm coming A1, A64. When is it I turn off for the village?
If you look out for a garden centre on your left-hand side, come into the village and take the unmarked crossroads on the left there.
OK, and you say it says unsuitable for HGVs, yeah?
Yeah, when you've turned off the A64, it'll say it, and then it'll say it again at the actual junction. Just ignore all of them.
Will do, mate.
Cheers, thanks a lot.
All right, see you then. Cheers, mate. Ta-da.
Bye-bye.
With no HGV route available, Mark takes the farmer at his word and trucks on.
You know, when you see a sign saying unsuitable HGVs, you kind of straight away think, why? You know it's going to be tight, don't you? But we do what we've got to do.
But will it be mission impossible? Find out later. 107 miles away at a sawmill in sunny Scotland.
And there we go.
Yorkshireman Craig Garside and Lancashireman Tim Fox are going head-to-head in a truck-off.
I'm quite happy with the way it's going.
With County Pride driving them, the first trucker to deliver the trailer of sawdust to Chirk, North Wales, will be declared the winner.
All yours there, Tim.
Thanks, Flower.
All right, love.
Even though Craig has loaded first, by the time they get their roofs back on and are weighed, they leave the sawmill neck and neck.
It's like a game of chess, is this?
As they head east on the A711, Yorkshireman Craig noses in front. But there's still a long 200-mile journey ahead of them. And with an extra 40 horsepower in his engine, Craig is determined to show his pedigree.
I'm just going to show I can drive a lot better than him.
So I've just lost all my speed.
You know, it's like one of them old pit ponies you used to see at mines at olden days.
But carrying the flag for Lancashire, Tim isn't going down without a fight.
Got in front of me, got loaded, he got all excited, and I've done it, I've beat you. Oh, he is. Come on, you're slowing me down, man. I'm pushing him up this hill. Let's have it.
Tim's determined to be rid of the thorn in his side.
So we'll have him.
That's if he times his charge right.
You sneaky. You sneaky.
He didn't look happy then.
He's like a big fat ninja, isn't he, really? Where did he come from?
Too busy.
I think I was gloating too much there, so he got one over me, didn't he? Got a few tricks up his sleeve just yet. Only thing he's got up his sleeve is a pork pie.
Having been on the road for over 4 hours, both drivers legally need to take a break. So they pull up at the first southbound services on the M6. And in the lead is Lancashire's Sly Fox, who wants to up the stakes even more.
Just to make a bit of spice, because I know how much you love Lancashire. When I get there first, when I get there first, as a forfeit, I bought you something nice. Nice little bit of Lancashire hot pot. You gotta eat that.
Lancashire's national dish is a medley of tender lamb and onions, topped with a delicate potato crust.
Right, it does look very nice. I'm quite envious.
Can't expect me to eat that. It looks binging.
You think you're gonna get there first?
Yeah, it looks...
Well, then you won't have to eat it. If I get there first, yum yum.
But the only thing Craig wants Tim to eat is his dust.
Here, Tim. Who's that over there?
Oh, you're cheating! Get!
Oh, bless him. He was a bit slow then, wasn't he?
Heading south, Craig leads the charge on the M6. But there's still 165 miles to go to the finish line in Wales. And plenty of opportunity for some cut and thrust.
I'm here, right inside of you, Tim.
You what?
You look to your right. Bye-bye.
It'll probably be neck and neck all the way down here.
But the M6 is one of the busiest motorways in the country. And as they enter Lancashire, will Tim's home turf have a part to play in this bitter battle yet?
It's like going into enemy's backyard.
With 20 years of experience under his hood, Tim knows how to manoeuvre his way around the battlefield that is the M6.
Pretty much like fishing. I've got him on the hook, and I'm just playing him. I'll let him run a bit, and I'll snatch him back a bit.
Tim sees his chance to strike a decisive blow for Lancashire.
These just drops are monumental clanging. And he's thinking, I've locked myself in here.
Look at his face there, he looks like a Belisha beacon.
I'm going to get past that Yorkshire pudding, I'm going to get past him.
And Craig may be eating humble pie of the Lancashire variety before too long.
I've got your hot pot on dashboard warming up in sun, so it's nice for you for when we get there.
But this war isn't over just yet. With only 16 miles to go, they cross the Welsh border and motor straight into roadworks.
He could still just about sneak it if I'm not careful.
And Craig has an opportunity to outflank Tim in the outside lane, if he's feeling cavalier.
I could be really, really cheeky and go past him now. What do you reckon?
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it.
Yeah. Well, I'll go for it.
Oh, he's going for it.
Yorkshireman Craig makes his strategic battle move.
You're not doing that, son.
But Lancashire man Tim counters his attack.
Oh, you sneaky... He's just pulled out on me there.
Not a chance. tried to outfox a fox, and you ain't gonna outfox a fox with that manoeuvre.
With no further opportunities to overtake, this trucking war of the roses is over.
History, once again, has semi-kind of repeated itself. We've been cheated again.
And Lancashire man Tim is declared king of the road.
Craig, you've let yourself down.
You've let Yorkshire down.
Loser!
The truckers arrive at the manufacturing plant in Chirk.
Oh, here we go.
They drop off the sawdust and then park up. It's time for Craig to swallow his pride and his hot pot.
Not saying I don't trust you, but I'm bringing in my own brown sauce.
Happy second place.
Have a smell of that. I'll add some flavour to that, please.
Oh, you heathen!
Oh, this is disgusting.
Fill your boots.
That's straight out of dog's bowl, that is.
Counties may divide them, but trucks unite them. And with the sawdust delivered on time, our tussling twosome are both winners in the end.
It's like a meal for two. It's very romantic, this, isn't it, Cop?
You've got a candle.
Coming up, Ashley Maddox hauls himself back into the classroom.
Things have definitely changed since I was in school.
And will driver-trainer Matt Eakins
Come on!
make an exhibition of himself with the spotters?
Ain't gonna go down too well if we turn up at 7:30 and they're all getting in the cars and going home.
These red and green lorries are among the most recognisable in the country. A truck can be spotted every 4.5 minutes on UK motorways. The company even has its own spotters fan club with 20,000 members.
I joined the Eddie Stobart club just over a year ago, and it's become great fun.
I'm going to stay for a couple of hours. I don't think 283 photos is enough for today.
We've made a lot of nice friends with the drivers as well, haven't we? Yes, they give us a wave, you know, and we wave back.
And today, some of the spotters are in for a treat. An artist is exhibiting their trucking photographs at a gallery in London. And representing the company for the big event is 36-year-old driver-trainer Matt Eakins. He's been in the classroom for 18 months, but is back behind the wheel today for this special mission.
It's like riding the bike. I haven't forgotten a thing.
But Matt isn't going to the opening night alone. The truck Patricia Elizabeth is coming along for the ride.
Yeah, a little bit nervous, excited. Not going to get lost, not going to have an accident, not going to go the wrong way, or whatever you want to call it. We're down there, done, thank you, smiles in place, cameras, anything else, back, and away we go.
But before Matt can make an exhibition of himself, there's a day job to do. From the Crick depot, it's a 10-mile hop to Rugby, where Matt will switch trailers and collect a load of soft drinks destined for Beckton in London, 105 miles away. Then he'll cruise to Camden, North London, where he and his truck will be on display at an art exhibition. It's just gone midday.
Away we go then!
And Matt's expected at the exhibition at 5 o'clock.
We're going to make it on time. We're going to be on time with no dramas at all.
He's off to a good start. At 12:30, Matt arrives at his first drop-off on schedule, the soft drinks distribution depot in Rugby. He drops off his trailer and hooks up a new one loaded with fizzy pop.
Piece of cake, piece of cake.
And hits the M1 for the 105-mile drive to his second drop in Beckton, East London.
Doing proud, man, she's doing proud. Come on, girl.
Matt will be the face of the company at the art exhibition, and it's a responsibility he's not taking lightly.
Nobody wants to be late, you know, even for a normal delivery, but it's massive for the company, and I want to be there before it all kicks off. Ain't gonna go down too well if we get there and there's no truck and we turn up at 7:30 and they're all getting in the cars and going home. We're gonna make it. Go with the force. Come on!
It's a clear run. Matt hits London at 3:15 p.m, bang on schedule.
Here we are down the old smoke shed. Got to talk proper now, do you know what I mean? Queen's English, innit?
It might have been a smooth ride to Beckton, but the road to the warehouse is anything but.
It is an absolute nightmare. The more bumps and holes than the bleeding second-hand dartboards, you know what I mean? Told you. Like this.
At the Beckton warehouse, Matt drops his load of fizzy pop. And his trailer. Leaving him feeling a little bit exposed.
It's the first time I've ever done it. It does feel a little bit strange. Usually I'm looking out for the trailer and where it's going. There are some tight corners.
Then hits the A13 for his final and most important stop of the day, an art exhibition 11 miles away in North London.
It is now 5 to 4, so we've got a good hour to play with to get to Camden Town, so at the minute, doing all right, doing all right.
But the capital's roads can wreak havoc with any schedule. And Matt is in unfamiliar territory.
The centre doesn't even know where I am. It's telling me to turn round.
To follow the sat-nav or not to follow the sat-nav? That is the question.
It's all set to try us.
With 18 years of trucking know-how behind him, Matt chooses to do it the old-fashioned way. He's going to follow his nose.
I've got my map there just in case things go a little bit wrong. Got my phone in case it goes very, very wrong. And my P45 at home in case it goes disastrously wrong.
But with the fans waiting, will Matt make it to the exhibition on time? Find out later. The company has over 4,500 truckers pounding the tarmac all over the UK. 750 of these are trampers who live in their trucks 5 days a week. It's not an easy life, but some wouldn't have it any other way.
At the end of the day, that's the nature of the job.
45-year-old Ashley Maddox, aka the Welsh Wizard, has been a trucker for 24 years and a tramper for 14.
Best thing about being a tramper is you get to see a lot of the UK, and you're not too far to travel to work in the morning, roughly about 3 feet.
There's not much this trucker hasn't hauled in all his years on the road. But today's load is taking things to a higher level. It's midday at the Crick depot, and Ashley's hooking up to a £200,000 state-of-the-art classroom trailer. This mobile religious classroom travels around the country, and today it's Ashley's job to deliver it for a client. First, he needs to wind up the standing legs. On his usual trailer, they come up together, but this isn't a standard trailer.
It only winds one leg at a time. There's one. The reason for the legs being separate is if you're on slightly uneven ground, you can wind them down at slightly different heights just to get the level on the trailer, see? Nothing worse than sitting somewhere on an angle. Put your pen on the desk, it'll roll off. Left them, yep.
With all his homework done and dusted, it's time for Ashley to hit the road. But there's always enough time for a quick wave to the fans. Today, from the depot in Crick, it's an 83-mile drive southeast to Linton Village College in Cambridgeshire, where he'll drop off the classroom trailer.
Technically, you know, I'm going to say it very, very quietly because, you know, I don't want to jinx it, but it should be quite a simple route. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, we've got a nice sunny day for once as well.
Ashley hits the M11 southbound. He's been hauling this trailer to secondary schools for the past 11 and a half years.
I wouldn't consider myself a religious man myself. Everyone to their own, that's what I believe in.
But today's journey is a virgin run.
This is the first time that I've done this job out of Wales. I normally take it round Cardiff, Penarth, Swansea. It can go down to West Wales as well.
To spread the word to the masses, the portable trailer stays at each school for a week before moving on. But what lies within this trailer's four walls is still a mystery to Ashley.
And I've never actually been inside it, so I might have a little hang about today and have a nose around inside it.
Weighing in at an almighty 14 tons, this mobile religious classroom can sit 32 students at a time with 16 individually mounted computers. It's 13.6 metres in length and 2.5 metres wide. And its interior area covers 60 square metres, thanks to clever expanding walls. The roads through Cambridgeshire are clear.
We've had quite a good run across, actually. It's nice to have a nice, relaxing day.
The gods must be shining on this trucker. He arrives in Linton after just 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Days like this are heaven sent.
With some divine intervention, Ashley finds the college with ease.
And I would say this is our man up ahead. You all right? How you doing, Steve? You all right, mate? You all right? Yeah, not so bad yourself.
Used to parking up in tight spots, Ashley is blessed with what appears to be a huge space to reverse into.
Yeah, that's not too bad. If you can just kind of put your nose over the front.
No problem. You're happy with this distance here, yeah?
It might look like you could park a bus in it, but the trailer will need to be precisely positioned to drop this divine load.
Just wants a little tweak, it does.
Due to the expanding sides of the classroom trailer, Ashley hasn't allowed enough room, so has to have another go. Third time lucky. A mere 15 minutes later, and the trailer is set up.
Impressive bit of kit, I would say. I'm hoping they've got a kettle and some tea bags in there as well, because it could do with a cup of tea.
There's only one way to find out.
Wow, it's a lot bigger than you actually think, isn't it? It's a bit like the TARDIS.
And it's got all of the mod cons.
Oh, look. Headphones. Things have definitely changed since I was in school. Very modern and expensive looking as well.
This trailer is a revelation for Ashley.
Wow. You would never know you're inside a trailer. Absolutely fantastic bit of kit.
Job done, class dismissed, and there's even a shining light to guide this trucker home. Over on the A1, heading south towards a farm near Leeds with a truckload of horse bedding, is Mark Dixon. He's avoided the snow that was forecast, but there's no avoiding the problem round the corner.
The road we're going to turn right on is the road where it says no HGVs. So that's where I'm driving blind, really, because I've obviously never been down that road before.
The only accessible route into the farm is a road not designed for heavy goods vehicles.
There's a sign there telling me that no right turn for HGVs. Let the fun begin, eh? I'm sure they'll be fine.
HGVs are considered unsuitable on certain roads because of weight, width or height restrictions. And Mark won't know which it will be until he's confronted with it.
Not like this.
As he arrives, oncoming traffic blocks his way.
He wants to get out of the way. Go on, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away.
But cars aren't Mark's only problem. With a trailer higher than usual, he's also on the lookout for things above.
In a village, you've got obviously all the electric things above your head. So there's one more pub now, and we turn left, and that should be a crossroads, which is this here, yeah, look, where the signs say no HGVs again.
A car would make light work of this turn. But with a 13.6 metre long trailer attached, it's going to take some skillful driving. Just a few centimetres too far to his right, and Mark could do some serious damage to the wall of this house.
Easy when you know how, isn't it?
With 12 years behind the wheel, the turn was no match for this trucker.
We've made it. Walmsley Premier Bedding, we're here.
But he's not out of the woods yet. Mark's still got to negotiate his way into the farmyard. And it's a chance to show off. There's but a few centimetres between this trucker's tail and the farm's gate. It seems size is no issue for Mark Dixon.
Hey!
Now tell me I can't drive.
Whilst the 16 pallets of bedding are unloaded, clean freak Mark proves that occasionally he's not afraid to get his hands dirty.
Oh! So the job done. Can't try and get out of here.
Coming up, all in the name of Stobart, Matt Eakins goes head-to-head with London traffic.
London, baby, yeah, get absolutely nowhere.
This haulage firm's fleet makes deliveries to the UK and Europe every 20 seconds. Whether a tiny village or a capital city, these trucks go everywhere. And to get to an art exhibition, Matt Eakins is trying to navigate his way through one of the most congested cities in the UK. London.
Yeah, see the sign down there, no right turn? That's why I was going to turn right.
He's making good time. It's now 25 minutes past 4.
So, can we go down here? We are now.
He has to be at the art gallery by 5 o'clock. With only 3 miles to go, Matt is feeling confident.
We'll be there, plenty of time to spare. Get on!
But he's forgetting one thing. It's rush hour.
London, baby, yeah, get absolutely nowhere. Literally just round the corner from where we need to be. It's just a pain in the backside. It's just manic, absolutely manic.
In the last 20 minutes, Matt has covered the grand total of half a mile. It's now 4:45, and if Matt doesn't get a move on, he's in danger of letting his fans down.
We're about to find out.
Finally moving, he now has just 10 minutes.
Royal College Street, Royal College Street.
If he's to get to the art gallery on time.
If all goes well, as we go around this bend, it should be literally just up the road. He says confidently. Might not look very confident in a minute, but yeah, I've got a feeling,
And Matt's trucker's intuition is spot on.
So this is it. I'm here.
And he parks up right outside.
16:59, and I had to be here for 5 o'clock.
But before Matt can go in for a peek at the exhibition, duty calls. The star, Patricia Elizabeth, has to shine for her fans.
Shining's my head now, isn't it? Job done.
And the first spotter has made a longer journey than Matt.
Hi, Sam. Where you come from?
Piccadilly, in Liverpool.
All the way from Liverpool?
Yeah.
Well, spot on. Looking forward to it.
It's time for Matt to make his artistic debut.
Let's go and see what it's all about, shall we? Welcome to the green room. I definitely wasn't expecting this.
This spotter's paradise is made up of 2,820 photographs. One photo of every vehicle in the 2011 fleet. 350 spotters contributed to the project. Mounted on the same PVC material as the curtains of the trucks, the photographs are displayed by fleet number in alphabetical order. They start with a borderer and end with the shunter X0076. It's the brainchild of 26-year-old artist Dmitry Galitzy, who spent over 12 months collecting, sticking and gluing to make this happen.
But the initial thing was just to draw together the personal archives of hundreds of spotters into one place. It was like collecting football sticker albums on a vast scale.
And if the experience has taught him one thing, it's...
I think maybe there's a closet Stobart spotter in me somewhere. Right now I feel like King Spotter.
But the real heroes of this artistic venture are the spotters. Some who've travelled from the four corners of Britain to be here tonight.
A couple come down from Liverpool, you've got a chap here who's come down from Redcar.
And some who've really gone the distance.
Came about 500-600 miles, actually travelled from the north of Scotland up north of Aberdeen.
This spotter is exhibiting 3 photos.
Certainly got this one up in the corner here.
That's nearly 200 miles a shot. And spotting's never been so much fun.
It was actually my mother that got me interested in it because she's a member and she's now 86, so unfortunately she's not getting out and about very much.
That one?
But this spotter's had no problem getting out and about.
That one. That one. That one. That one.
First time something of my own work has appeared in a gallery. It's brilliant.
It's not just the trucks that are the draw. It's Matt as well.
Can we have a picture, please?
Yeah, sure, yeah, no worries.
Finally able to make an exhibition of himself, Matt takes centre stage.
Marvellous. Happy days.
And he even masters the art of spotting himself as he spies his former truck.
It's finally here. There we go, look. I knew she'd be here. I knew she'd be here.
With the dizzy heights of high art behind him, Matt's got one load left to deliver. Himself to bed. Next time, treacherous winter weather pushes ice-cool Gareth Ayres to the limit.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a white-knuckle ride at the moment. Last thing we want to do is get blown off a road like this.
Paul Steele's new baby is put through her paces on one of Britain's most dangerous roads.
Worst case scenario is accidents, really, isn't it? It's got to keep your wits about you.
And Ian O'Neill's sunny drop clouds over when his sat-nav hits a bum note.
I'm trying to get to the Opera House. Excuse me, lads, you know where the Opera House is?